Greetings! I am Herbert Erpaderp, and the day of the asking of the Herbert Erpaderp is upon us once more. The background video today is going to be from PlayerUnknown's Battlegrounds, which I just got the other day. The first brief clip is my first, and at the time of recording, only kill out of 4 games. Good times. In other news, on Discord, I have added a text channel for people to meet up and play multiplayer games with myself and other people in the channel. If you're looking for someone to play something with, feel free to ask in there. Of course, there's no guarantee that I, or anyone else, will be available to play, but you might as well try. It's also a convenient place for me to ask people if they want to play random games like World of Tanks, probably at short notice. In addition to that, I'll most likely tweet about it and post on Facebook when I'm looking for players for games. And while I'm mentioning things like that, I posted a poll on Patreon the other day with a list of Warlord plastic kits that I've ordered. I want to determine which kits people want to see me build first, so if you're a patron and haven't yet voted, go ahead and do that, if you want. If you're not a patron and you want to be able to vote on things like that, head on over to Patreon, there's a link in the description, and become a patron. Okay, on to the questions. On Discord, the big boy asked Kitty Maru, if you were to make anything into a model kit, what would you create? Turns out he was asking me, not Kitty Maru. Kitty Maru's answer was, obviously a huge statue of Herbert Erpaderp to have on my desk, preferably in a Russian World War II uniform but with a slouch hat. Or Warhammer scale to have as an Inquisitor or Commissar. Wait, I've got it, to be my Lehman Russ tank Commissar. Good answer. I'm totally down with being a tank Commissar. As for my answer, I don't know. I think a lot of the things I want to see in model form already exist. Maybe a 28mm scale TOG 2 in plastic? Even a 15mm scale one in plastic. Actually, I would like a lot of the models that are only available in resin and metal to be plastic. Does that count? Because that's what I want. I tried to think of something really cool and unique, but I couldn't. Also on Discord, after Danny posted the video for Ailstorm's Fucked with an Anchor, which wasn't a question, Potato Inc said, "Can you sing this for us in a video?" The script I wrote here says, "Sing it if you feel like it," and, well, I don't. I'm a terrible singer, especially when put on the spot, so nah. I do sing along when I play games with music though, way too much. Sometimes it does make it into the videos. I usually cut it though because it's too bad to even be funny. On last week's Ask a Herbert Erpaderp, Top Bunk Productions said, "Herbert, have you checked out the Tank Museum's YouTube channel lately? In case you're not subscribed to them, I recommend it. David Fletcher's tank chats are really interesting and funny at times." I'm definitely subscribed to their channel, and I love the tank chats videos. I could probably spend hours watching David Fletcher talk about tanks. I actually watched the top 5 tanks video with stuntman Jim Dowdle while I wrote the script for this video, and it was really interesting, even though I'd never really heard of him before. I think everyone should go and check out the Tank Museum's videos. I'm sure I've spoken about them before, but I can't expect everyone to remember everything I say, especially when I forget half of the things I say myself. Either way, there's a link to the Tank Museum's YouTube channel in the description, and there should be a card on screen now. If you have any interest in tanks at all, and if you're here you probably do, then do yourself a favour and go and check it out. Tuplov's regards? Tuplov's? Tuplov's regards said, "Why does your Angerfish not have a KV-2 tank in his tank? Because Soviet Russia." A wild IS-2 appears and adds, "Or why isn't his tank in a tank?" Well, mostly because I'm not sure my plastic miniatures would be entirely safe to put in his tank, especially if they were already painted. I have been tempted though. I have seen tank ornaments in stores though. Now that he does have a bigger tank, I might get one. His tank isn't in a tank because Exhibit or whoever it is hasn't been around to say to me, "Yo dog, I put your fish tank in a tank so he can tank while he tanks." That's why. IS2 said, "Herbert, you will understand. Post-apocalyptic KV-2. Yes, I do understand. Yes, rather. Interesting idea, I will keep it in mind." Brantley Long said, "Can you show us your mighty German Panzer Division?" Which one? I have one in 15mm scale and a less impressive one in 28mm. I don't have them all on hand at the moment, and it is a little bit of an effort to set them all up for a photo, but one day I will do something similar to the video I made a while ago for my Flames of War Soviet force. Besides, I have some more German tanks coming soon, so I would just have to update the picture or video soon anyway. Jeff Dave said, "Is it true you are starting a new vid series with clips of people shooting you in World of Tanks with a KV2 or OI? I understand it is to be called Herbert Erpaderp." I see what you did there. I could probably easily make a video like that. It might be better if my reactions to dying were more funny though. Speaking of reactions to dying, what a segue. Top Bunk Productions said, "Any advice for playing World of Tanks? It seems that no matter what I do, I get screwed over anyway. How do you keep so calm about it? I mean, I know it's only a game, why you have to be mid? But it isn't fun to often lose." Gustav to Adolf answers, "Have you tried to stop giving fucks? Have you used good strong Soviet tank? Have you sent filthy hacker to Gulag?" All of which are good suggestions. I don't know that I have any real advice beyond trying to give fewer fucks. I definitely don't have any actual gameplay tips for getting better at the game. My entire playstyle revolves around not giving many fucks at all. That's why I often shoot on the move and play way too aggressively. I don't know what your playstyle is like, but maybe you need to be more aggressive. Or maybe less. About the only thing you can really do is change the way you play and see if it makes a difference. Look back at what you've been doing and try to see what's effective and what isn't. Maybe you could watch some good players on YouTube or Twitch. Those are things I would do if I was trying to get better at the game. I'm not, because I don't care. I think the thing that keeps me calm is I just don't care that much. I mean, I do still get frustrated and annoyed sometimes, but when you realise what you're doing really doesn't matter, it doesn't feel so bad to be blown up repeatedly. I might just be more easily amused than you, or it could be because I'm just getting old. It does sound kind of cliche to say, but it really is just a game. I guess maybe it's about perspective. Getting digital tanks blown up is definitely not the worst thing that could be happening to you. If you're having a bad time and getting frustrated, that probably means it's time to stop and take a break, do something else and then come back and try again later. It's also possible that the game just isn't for you. I don't mean quit because you're bad, that's video game elitist talk, which is bullshit. But maybe if you're not enjoying yourself when you play, it's time to find another game you do better in and thus enjoy more. There's absolutely nothing wrong with quitting a game you don't actually enjoy playing. That seemed a bit disjointed when I wrote it down. I hope it helps anyway. Colonel Hertford says, "Does General Martok approve of the pink dice? He looks filled with rage to me." He sure does. His happy face is more or less identical to his angry rage face. It's quite confusing, really. Also, those are purple dice. The pink sparkly ones I have on my desk are just out of shot. Those are Martok's favourites, and mine. Colonel Hertford also asked a bunch more questions. Have you played the Fallout series of games? There's a miniatures game incoming from Modifius. Modifius? Not sure how you say that. They also have a role-playing game of Star Trek. As a Trekkie, maybe this is something you could do on your Discord server, or with General Martok. Have you seen the rather excellent new Jeep and motorcycle and sidecar 28mm models from Rubicon? Will you be getting these? Paras in a Recon Jeep would be awesome. When will Herbie Goes Apocalyptic be finished? Finally, please stop posting videos early in Patreon. I watch them early and mean to post on YouTube later when on general release. I then forget, and this is your fault. Thank you. Well, I'm sorry about that. I will try to make you not forget in future. You can actually comment on them on YouTube while they're not set to public. If you click the title along the upper part of the video, it should take you to YouTube. Then you can be the first to comment, which seems to be a coveted thing for some reason. Also, thanks for your support. The apocalyptic Herbie model, aka Battle Beetle, will be finished quite soon. Actual soon, not that vague sometime soon, if that makes sense. I think I've only got a little bit more weathering to do and then it'll be done. Then of course the video editing will take a little while longer, but it will be up soon. I have seen the new models from Rubicon and they do look excellent. I plan to get at least one, maybe a couple of Jeeps, and the motorcycle with sidecar. I'm also planning to get their Maltier kit, if I'm saying that right. Rubicon do make some really nice models. And yes, I have played the Fallout series. I really love Fallout games. I'd say it's probably my favourite game series. I don't have a lot of memory of actually playing the originals, but I really enjoyed 3, New Vegas, and 4. Actually, I haven't quite finished Fallout 4 yet, but I really enjoy just wandering and exploring the wasteland. I already knew about the Modiphius Star Trek game and figures, and I really want the models of the next gen cast, though I'm a little disappointed that there's no Wesley Crusher. I just wanted to make the hilarious and not at all old "shut up Wesley" joke. At any rate, those models look great, and the Fallout models look like they're going to be amazing too. I'm going to try and get my hands on those as soon as I can. I'm not so sure about playing the actual role-playing game, though it might be interesting too. I rarely, pretty much never, actually play RPGs, though I did play D&D the other night, which was pretty fun. Either way, I'm excited about the models, and the game is probably cool too. Gustav2Adolf said, "I took a little peek at your Patreon page out of curiosity and checked out the video there. Almost instantly I noticed there's a clip in there of you painting the Battle Beetle, but I can't find any video of it on your channel. Is the Battle Beetle patron only content, or have you just not finished the painting video of it?" As I mentioned earlier, I'm still in the process of painting the model, though I'm almost satisfied enough with it to call it finished. The clip in that video was a kind of attempt at future-proofing the video somewhat. It still needs updating anyway though, so I guess that didn't really work out very well. The painting video will of course be on Patreon early, probably for a little longer than my regular videos. My intention for that video is as a 3,500 subscribers celebration of sorts, in addition to whatever I upload that week. I have no intention of making things like painting videos patron-only content. I think that would be a bad idea. The bonus content on Patreon is mostly outtakes and maybe some random clips I think people might enjoy. I don't really generate a lot of extra content, but I like to try and offer something. Existential Nylad? Existentialny Nylad? Yeah, I've butchered that. This person said, "Will you paint the King Tiger from Tamir and make a video of it? I'd like to see it. Also, please tell in Polish, Zolk, maybe Szolk? 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 I give up. I am definitely making a video about painting the Tamir King Tiger. It's a big project and I've kind of stalled out on it, but I've decided that I need to get my ass into gear and finish painting that after I've done the Battle Beetle. There will be a video eventually though, so I guess be patient. On last Monday's video in which I painted the Plastcraft roads, Rubsalot said, "Hey Herbert, I see Warlord are going crazy on some Aussie army stuff this week. Are you tempted?" The way you spelled that gave me great mental images of an army of Ozzy Osbournes. Oh, Sharon! I do a bad Ozzy Osbourne impression apparently. I might be tempted to field an army of Ozzy Osbournes just for the lols. That would be kind of funny. I already spent a bunch of money on Warlord stuff the other day, so I probably won't pick up any of their Aussies. If they were plastic figures, I would definitely be tempted though. I do actually have some metal Australian figures by Artisan Designs. I was thinking about painting those and then using mostly British figures to field an Australian force with my Sentinel tank. The aim with that was to try and avoid spending money on an entire force, but still having it look at least a bit Australian, so I have yet another choice in armies at minimal cost. On the most recent Derptopia 2 video, Gustav2Adolf said, "Oh yes, I'm moving to Innsbruck next week, just need the governor to remove the garbage piles in my new garden. Have you tried Imperium Romanum? Romanum? It's a city builder similar to this, but set in the Roman age. It requires a lot of micromanagement, but it sure has its charm too. Some citizens go so far as to burn down your city because they don't have sausages. Those are some unruly and undisciplined citizens. That would never fly in Derptopia 2, but I do understand. I would burn people for depriving me of sausages too. I haven't played the game, but it might be worth checking out, though I do hope the high level of micromanagement doesn't ruin the game. It does have quite positive reviews on Steam though, which seems good. Also, garbage piles in garden is feature, is not bug. You'll keep, it increase property value. Very good. So that's all the questions for this week, but before I go, I would like to say a big thank you and welcome to my newest patron, Andrew Van Olfen. Hopefully I'm saying that right. Thank you for your support, Andrew, it means a lot. If you have any questions you would like me to answer on next week's Ask a Herbert Erpaderp, feel free to post them in the comments section below, or on my Discord server in the Ask a Herbert Erpaderp channel, or if you would prefer, via Facebook or Twitter. And of course, don't forget to do things like subscribing here on YouTube and following me on social media. Check the links in the description to find me. If you really like the things I do and you want to be awesome like Andrew Van Olfen, please consider helping to support the channel over at Patreon. Patrons get to see my videos a bit early along with some patron-only bonus content, and of course access to the patron-only Discord channel. I shall return soon, so until then, happy whatever it is you're doing and thanks for watching. Farewell.